Hey guys, got something to share with you today that God was speaking to me about, and I just felt like it was something that I wanted to share because not only is it relevant for me and the season that I'm in, I believe that other people are in the same season, and I just think it's so powerful. It's nothing huge, but I think that it's powerful and it's important. So anyways, basically the Lord is speaking to me about, you know, like the birthing process, you know, in that first, when you first become pregnant, implantation, right? When the seed is implanted and you become pregnant with a baby, you know, and in the spirit, the same kind of thing happens. You become pregnant with something that God implants in you. And in that first trimester and that period of accelerated growth is this time where your body is going through these changes. And so the same thing in the natural that you're going through changes, in the spiritual you're going through these changes. And not everyone knows that you're going through these changes because you don't look pregnant, right? And in the spirit, when you're in the first trimester, you don't look pregnant. When you're pregnant with something and it's new and it's in its first formative stages, you don't look pregnant. You don't come off as being pregnant with something. It's not something people can see yet. And the Lord just spoke to me today and he said, don't share your secrets in the first trimester with just anyone, because one word can cause you to abort that destiny. And I thought, wow, that's powerful, because so true is it that when something is in its vulnerable formative stages, the first thing we want to do is share because we feel excited, but we don't really have the full picture yet. It's something that's still building and growing within us. But we want to talk about it because we're excited. And so sometimes we'll run around and we'll start telling people. And God is saying, be careful who you tell, because some people are going to speak against what I put inside of you because they don't understand it, because they can't see it yet. And so only trust that secret that God has implanted in you in its beginning stages, in its first trimester, where it's still building and growing within you. Let God build that, but do it in the secret place. It's not for everyone else in this time. It's not for everyone else to know in this season. It's only for you and a few select people who you know you can trust with this secret, who you know that even though they can't see that you're pregnant, they're going to get it. They're going to know you're pregnant. They're going to know your season. They're going to know you, and they're going to support you and walk you through the transition of the season that you're in. So I just encourage you to just take that word and grab onto it, and don't let, you know, the discouragement that comes from people who don't understand your season cause you to abort what you know God placed inside of you. You might just be sharing out of season. You see, when you get into your second trimester in the natural pregnancy, second and third trimester, everybody can see that you're pregnant. Now they have vision. Now they understand, oh, I see something's growing in you, but you're not there yet. Maybe you're not at that place yet where you can share it, because other people aren't going to be able to catch your vision. Other people aren't going to be able to see it right now in its beginning stages for what it is, because you can't even fully grasp what it is right now, but you can see it because you know God's building it in you. So even though you can't see the manifestation fully, you know it's in there. You feel the difference. You feel the change. You're experiencing it physically. When you share this with other people, they're not experiencing it physically. They're looking for an outward show. And when you're in your first trimester, there is no outward show. You just look sick. You look sick. You don't look right. They think you're crazy. There's something wrong with you. There's something off. Why aren't you being like you should be? And it's because God is implanting something in you. God is growing something in you. It's not your season of release yet. It's your season of growth. And God just wants you to know to not trust that secret with just anyone. Like Mary, when she received the seed of Jesus, you know, she went and she went to this kind of hideaway place, and she stayed with her cousin. And there was a lot of different reasons why she did that. But I'm just using her as an example of there was only certain people she could trust with the secret. And it wasn't that people didn't know she was pregnant necessarily. It's that the people who knew she was pregnant didn't understand. They didn't get it. They didn't see the vision. They didn't believe. And there were certain people, and Mary got around those certain people and shared her secrets with those people who saw the destiny in her, who saw her future, and who spoke words of life into her. And that's what I'm telling you right now. Find people who see your destiny. Find people who see that in you, even in its beginning stages, and will encourage the growth and not speak death into your destiny. Who won't cause you to abort this promise that God placed inside of you. Keep it a secret. This is important. This is life-changing. You don't allow people's words to abort these promises that God has placed inside of you. Keep them secret and entrust them to certain people only. The same that you would in a natural pregnancy. When you're in your first trimester, most people do not run around and tell everyone that they're pregnant. Yes, they're excited, and yes, they want people to know, but typically most people keep it pretty hush-hush until you get closer to that second trimester area where you begin to show. Same thing in the spirit. Keep it a secret. Share it with people who will cherish what you have inside of you. Share it with people who will keep the secret for you and who will speak life into that secret place, into that thing that God is building within you, because they have vision enough to see it with you and they won't speak against it. All right. Just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that that encourages you. Just keep it in the back of your head, because maybe you're not going through it now, but maybe you'll go through it later, or maybe you know someone that's going through it and you can share this video with them if you want, or just pass along the message, you know. Keep those secret things between yourself and people you can trust, because you don't want this thing that's building within you could be part of your destiny, you know. And it would be sad that it got aborted because someone spoke against it in its vulnerable stages. You know, in those beginning stages, it's vulnerable. And the way we feel about it is so vulnerable. So just cherish those things that God plants in you, and just don't be discouraged when people speak against it. It's not for them, it's for you, and there will be a time of reveal when everyone will rejoice with you. But in this season, it's for you and a select few that you know you can trust with what God has called you to carry. All right, bye.